Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a lovely, neat pass. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
Seedorf.
Zola.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Now it's Pelé, and it's Vieira. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Marquez. And he's forced to go back.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Roberto Carlos. Seedorf. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Vieira. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Driving forward. Bale. Aimed beyond the defence. Gullit. Ferdinand. And it's Van Dijk. Rooney. Oh, this is a very good run. He's in space and looking for options. Neymar. Now Seedorf. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Rooney, played back. Looking for a runner. And a chance! Ruud Gullit! That is just a piece of art! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Ah, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Zola.
And this is Pelé. No way through, so back it comes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Probing pass. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Some really good ball movement. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And this is Pele. Good read, needed to be. And that was very necessary. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, they could be caught out here. Neymar. Now it's Pele. Nice looking ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
That comes as a mighty relief. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that's well spotted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Searching pass he's played there. Bullet. Marquez, a picture of focus and alertness. Van Dijk. Just eases him off the ball. Vieira. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Quality ball. Ronaldo is firing after that one. Seedorf. It's a searching pass. And that's going up front in a hurry. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Seedorf. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Pull it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Hullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Out towards the flank. Played back in.
Go ahead, Eagles really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Back into the middle. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, it's come loose! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Substitution for Suriname. Number 15, Gullit. Number 24, Rooney. Number 20, Ibrahimovic.
Bale is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Knocks it into space. He has a look up. Cantona! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Gullit. And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Go ahead, Eagles, desperately failing to impose this.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. In with the challenge. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bale gets a foot in here. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Marquez. And it's Bale. Foot in. And it's Dembele. And now the breakaway. O'Shea. Oh, can he get onto this? Gullit picks it up out wide. And that's aimed into the middle. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Neymar. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Marquez with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Marquez has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Zola. It's Seedorf.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Gets a good foot in there. Thuram calmly anticipates. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Ronaldo is in a really good position out wide. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Dembele. Out towards the flank. Played back in. He's gone for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Seedorf. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Roberto Carlos. Now Rafael Varane. Vieira. Now Seedorf. Zola. And it's Seedorf. Zola does well to get it back. Now they can break here. And here's Zola. Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ferdinand. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Roberto Carlos charging forward down that flank. Long ball by the goalkeeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Zola is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Out to the left it goes. Played back into the centre. Played back. Played out wide. Oh, Red, nice interception. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
The entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Rafael Varane. Seedorf. Zola has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And they've switched it over to the other side. Neymar. It's Roberto Carlos. And it's Varane. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Terrific header! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Hullet under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
The attendance for this match was 29,813.
Almost an hour gone. Great vision. Hullet is wide and looking to get onto this. Brilliantly cut out. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Now he's got space here. Chips it through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's a good ball out wide. He is through here. There's the... He gets big! Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Hullet. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Seedorf. Neymar. Hullet gets a foot in here. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bale. O'Shea is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Thuram. That's been cut out, well played. Hullet.
Go ahead, Eagles really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Bale. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, it's Dembele. Vieira. Seedorf. And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Seedorf. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Thuram makes the interception.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's forced to go back. Abbiati sends that a long way. Zola. Good, strong midfield running here. Bale's cross. And smartly reclaimed.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's picked his way through, and that's been drilled in. Zola. Dembele.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Go ahead, Eagles. Can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real...